Teach a Man to Fish is founded out of the idea that if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day, but if you teach him how to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. It's about the idea that it's not enough to give handouts, you need to give people a hand up, and that's genuine empowerment. So we do that in education, and our model is education that pays for itself.
We need problem solvers. We need solution creators. So this is what this education has to do, is produce real solution creators, not people who sit around and moan from the back benches somewhere in poverty.
It's the idea that a school can also stand at its own feet and it doesn't need to rely on government handouts. It can create school businesses, use those businesses to teach, use those businesses to generate income, and ultimately use those businesses to create the next generation of entrepreneurs that will change their societies.
It's important for us to know that we can't make a meaningful difference sitting in our offices. We must make a meaningful difference and be involved with the people that we're looking to serve, and also involved with the communities from which we draw our staff, because Stndbank isn't bricks and mortar, it's about people, and these people that make up Stndbank are affected and impacted by education, the challenges in that, as well as the health and wellness aspect of things, and enterprise development.
Corporates have a potentially huge role, which is why we're so proud that Stndbank's chosen to sponsor this conference. Corporates are the lifeblood of an economy. They represent the future employers. They represent an existing pool of know-how, experience and entrepreneurial talent. If we can link corporates with schools, we can ensure that the education that's received is appropriate for the job market and truly entrepreneurial.
I think schools that pay for themselves can have a terrific impact on the social environment. They can show students, schools standing on their own 2 feet, not subservient to governments. They can show that they're part of an education revolution that can show a different way of delivering education. I think they have a terrific impact.
Well, there are two problems affecting the poor, mostly in rural areas: access to education and quality of education. Sometimes the poor can't go to school, but many times the poor can go to school, but the quality of the courses is very bad. So education that pays for itself is an effort to address the problems of access and quality, and it sort of solves the problem of transferring skills that the poor need to help themselves out of poverty in a sustainable way.
We've got a population globally that is doubling every 10 years. We've got a global financial crisis, and it's simple as every parent wants the very best for their children, and every generation wants the next generation to be better off than they were. And if our education keeps going up and up and up, and we see it as a black hole, we need to make education far more resilient and sustainable to teach resilience and sustainability for future generations.
And what we're aiming at is nothing less than changing the world. Schools like this collectively can change the world. There are hundreds of millions of students who are out of education. They can be in education if we build more institutions like this, and when they go home, they'll change their families, they'll change their societies, and as they progress through life, they'll change their nations. Hi, we're Teach a Man to Fish, and we're really enjoying being part of this marketplace. The idea we're selling today is the idea of a self-sufficient school, that a school can pay for itself entirely through its own businesses. And the people are loving it. We're running out of brochures at the moment, so I'd recommend this as an approach for any kind of conference. It's so much more fun than just sitting around in small groups. It really gets people out there and brings down the barriers.
I think it's a wonderful thing as part of the conference because we get to share ideas and see what works and what doesn't work.
It creates knowledge for how mechanics work. So there's a whole schooling side to it. With the Eden campus, we're looking into getting pupils schooled, because they also do the self-entrepreneur thing. So therefore they can run the business and get involved with getting knowledge on mechanical things. This can lead to other things, brush cutter motors, lawn mowers, motor cars, electric motors and so forth.
Being in the marketplace today has been fabulous because it's an opportunity to showcase exactly what we're doing. We have an art shop and we teach the kids, our students, how to actually brand and sell, which is one of our important things.
So from TB Education, we're selling education, business degree. We say free to think, so we make thinking free, so you can be free to think. Really, starting your own businesses, making money from them.
So we're an educational television show in Ethiopia, doing preschool and kindergarten work that's broadcast nationally on TV in Ethiopia. We reach about 5 million kids with our content. And these are all kids that don't have access to preschools or kindergartens. There's a lot of research showing that television is a very effective way to educate children on a preschool level. So much research on how to do it and what the impact of it is.
Okay, this is it, guys. The market has happened. It's been awesome. Instead of us having a series of PowerPoints, presentations, people sharing their ideas that way, it's been a marketplace of unleashing ideas, global ideas, changing the world. Isn't this beautiful?
Very simply, learning solutions off the shelf that are very simple to apply, musical, interactive, and fun.